More than 500,000 students graduate from the business schools with an MBA degree each year. Students and management aspirants spend a ton of money, put in a lot of hard work, spends hours and days and months just to get their hands on their precious MBA certificate. I remember the roaring 90s and early part of the first decade of 21st century, when parents, especially from India, found another alternative of an MBBS or a BE or a BTech degree, when they can proudly say that their son or daughter is an MBA grad. The fever was catching fire all over the world, and in India, we kind of consistently had around 3 lakh management graduates every single year. The first blow came during 2007-2008, during the Great Recession, when most of the MBA grads were jobless. Although there was a recovery in MBA job market post the recession was over, but if we look at the trends till 2021, it has not been that encouraging, rather scary. In 2007, 1/4 of Harvard Business School grads were jobless. So you can easily think what might have happened to the other B schools during that time. A lot of people think and believes that COVID-19 gave MBA aspirants a second blow. They have reasons to believe that, and I'll agree to that point partially. Between May 2019 and May 2020, the decline in overall jobs was 27%. But the decline of MBA jobs were more than the overall decline. It was at 34%. In 2021, the problem got amplified. Nearly half of the B schools reported overall decline in job opportunities. So you can see there are enough indicators and data for a lot of people to think and say that COVID-19 was a big blow. Sure it is. But here is my analysis on this. The lack of demand of MBAs is actually not a COVID-19 impact. It has just amplified the crisis, so it became visible to everyone. To understand the root cause, we have to travel back much before COVID-19. There were a lot of studies done on this matter. In some, job market for MBAs were shown as down, and in some, it showed as moving up. Now, I'm not going in that debate of how business schools spins out propaganda and stories on MBA jobs and boasting themselves to be number one in campus recruitments. But to establish my point, I will present one of those studies which no business school could refute till date. In 2016, a study done by ASSOCHAM concluded that out of tens of thousands of MBA grads churned out of the 5,500 B schools in India, 93% were unemployable. Few of the Indian institutes of management were an exception. The report even said that those lucky ones who could get a placement were earning only 8 to 10,000 rupees per month. I'm sure COVID was not there back in 2016 or 2015, right? So what has been lacking? What is causing this sudden job market change for MBA aspirants? So here I give you 4 solid reasons which is behind this change. Number 1 on this list is outdated curriculum. The rate at which the world, especially technology, is changing and evolving, if you're not keeping up, then your graduates will find their knowledge inadequate to put to use. That is exactly what has happened to MBA courses. They rested on their past laurels, and students are paying for that now. More and more companies are going tech, so specializations or skill-based MBA is the need of the hour. So outdated curriculums is number 1 on my list. Number 2 on the list is oversupply. Now there is a lack of demand caused due to growing in-house trainings offered by many organizations. More and more organizations are finding out that training and promoting their own employees to management roles is much more effective and profitable over hiring an MBA from outside and paying a fat paycheck. On-job MBAs are much more attractive proposals right now. This oversupply has also caused faculty issues. A healthy teacher to student ratio for an MBA is considered to be 1:15. And as per that, we need 6,000 quality teachers for the top 100B schools alone. We do not have so many teachers, and so quality suffers. Number 3 on the list, focus on analysis and theory. Now, leadership and management in today's world is not only about data analysis and financial planning. It is now more about developing human-centric skills. The workforce has changed. It's much more demanding now. Market is wide open. You now have more competition who can snatch away your talents. On top of that, people have seen and read about the greedy CEOs and the greedy CFOs who has caused mass layoffs and recessions. So even if you are brilliant in analytical or financial skills or a master strategist, unless you are able to establish a connection with your workforce, unless you are inspiring to them, you cannot sustain success. MBAs like that. MBA courses have to bank on data, case studies, analysis and brainstorming, but what they miss out is practical exposure to actual problems. One of the arguments against MBA graduates is that they spend too much time analyzing problems and organizing recommendations with too little emphasis on executing a solution. And success does not depend on planning and strategy. Success depends more on execution of the strategy. Finally, number 4 on the list is criticism from legends. Now, some of the most inspiring and successful CEOs and ex-CEOs never had MBAs. Whether it is Bill Gates or Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs or Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, Jim Sinegal, Sir Richard Branson, Howard Schultz, talk about Satya Nadella, you name it. A few of them did not even have an arts degree. Recently, Elon Musk also has spoken against MBAization of business in America. Most importantly for human society, when you see enough live examples of successful entrepreneurs without an MBA with your own eyes, then you start doubting the necessity or validity of an MBA. It is like you witnessing the best doctors on the planet did not get an MBBS degree. Or let's say the best engineers never went to college for a BE or BTech. Instead, it forces you to rethink whether you should spend an astronomical amount to do an MBA, or you spend less than half of it, sometimes a quarter of it, to do some skill certifications, which will get you much better opportunities in the existing and future job market. Alright, so what's the conclusion I'm trying to draw here then? Well, I would not advise any of you proactively either for or against doing an MBA in the present scenario. It is your choice, it is your wish, it is your life. However, if anyone asks me to do an MBA in 2022, my answer would be a big no, unless it is skill specific. If you have liked the video and information shared, please share this video and stay connected to Let Us Lead for videos that will make you think. Till next time, take care everyone and goodbye.